And I trusted her with everything, and I was still really, really young at that time. And I felt like this crazy amount of betrayal. So I lawyered up, I went to sue her, and in turn I shut her business down, and I got $20K in return. So, wait a second.
We are back for another week of updates to product testing. Today we are testing diaper changing pads.
Were the products that you guys got what you expected it to be during the unboxing?
The unboxing, I guess, like the product development for us is pretty cool. I think it's our first experience doing so, and I think we're able to get a lot of insight from seeing the different suppliers and what they're able to provide, and the variations of and the quality of all the different suppliers they vary so much, and it's actually quite interesting to see that there's so much we can improve on, and for us to make a good product is actually not that difficult. And but you know, like for us to get these samples, it actually took us a long time and a lot of coordination for sure, because like I said, there was a big problem with the time zone difference, and like how responsive each of the suppliers are, and that was a really big challenge for us, because every time we want to communicate with them, we're either going to sleep or they're going to go to sleep. So there's a lot of back and forth, and so Anne did a lot of things to make sure that we're able to get all the supplies on time. We can start to build the momentum. You know, the next step is to choose a supplier, like I was saying, because we want to be able to work with someone that we can grow with and that has good quality. Especially the first time that you're dealing with them, you don't want to order too much because you don't know if your product is going to be well or it's going to be a flop. So you definitely need to do a lot of negotiating with the suppliers to figure out what works and what doesn't work. So Josh just mentioned about a few things that we need to be aware of when we're checking out the quality of this. What are some of the criteria that we're looking out for, Josh?
I think first and foremost, durability, just because this is going to support a baby, so you actually change the baby on top of this. And also the smell of the product is really important, just because you are, going to be putting a baby on it. So if it doesn't smell good, the baby is obviously not going to be happy. Is it water resistant? Is it waterproof? And is it actually functionable? Like, can you put stuff in the pockets? Can you actually fit a baby here? Is this pocket actually useful? Can you fit diapers in here? I think those are really important things. Also, what do the compartments look like? I think that's really important, and just like the overall.
This one smells a lot, actually.
And that's like a main issue.
So right now we are heading to UBC, back to Sauder School of Business to give a speech on entrepreneurship, and so it's like super exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. I've actually been doing public speaking for, I would say, 4 years, something along the lines of that, and it's funny enough that as much as you practice, that those butterflies never really go away. It's always there. And every time I go give a speech, I always like to print out my speech in advance. It's definitely an art for you to be able to do public speaking well, and it's different from speaking in front of a camera, It's very, very different. I don't even know how to explain it properly, but usually what I do is I just keep rehearsing what I have to say. This speech in particular, actually, I didn't really rehearse too much. I actually just finished writing my script, but because of the fact that the message that I'm delivering is pretty, I guess I've been delivering this speech for a few times already, so I feel pretty comfortable doing this. But nonetheless, like what I was saying, even as comfortable as I am, there are still going to be butterflies.
So please give a warm welcome to Wilson Lee.
Hey guys, can you guys actually turn off your laptop or just shut it? If you guys don't want to listen to this, I don't need to be here, honestly speaking. Perfect. This is much better, thank you. Okay. The reason why we're all here is because we value time as an opportunity to learn. Otherwise, you guys would not be doing this competition. Otherwise, you guys would be on a job. If I had exchanged my time for money, I would still be at Shaw making 60, 70, 80K a year, which is far different from what I'm making every year now. I would not have the opportunities that I have right now. Too many times, like, I get applicants come to me and they tell me that, hey Wilson, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and I'm like, great, that's awesome. I love ambitious people that are willing to give and willing to provide value, but they're asking for like $15, $20, $30 an hour. They think that they're all that because they graduated from solder. And those are the people that I turn away. It's because they do not understand that there are thousands and thousands of you guys out there that think that they provide a lot of value. But in turn, when you're put in the real life world, the value that you guys bring is honestly not that much. No offense. The only difference is the experience that I have. But have you guys ever thought about the fact that if you view the time for the opportunity to learn, you're willing to go out there to work for free. You're willing to go out there to intern for people for free. And if you have that mindset, people will give you the opportunity. And only when you have the opportunity would you be able to build more experience, and in turn, you become of value. How much I make? How much do I make?
A lot.
Not a lot. It's not about how much do I make. It really is about the attitude. You need to understand the principle of how I'm able to make that money, right? Because at the end of the day, why does it matter what car I drive? Why does it matter where I live, right? It doesn't matter at all. What matters is here. And that's the reason why I want to be able to be here today with you guys, to share this with you. So like I said, if there's only one thing that you guys can take away from this, is view your time as an opportunity to learn. You guys are young. You have your whole lifetime to go out there to work for money. But your mindset is really what dictates how far you go in life. Good luck, guys.
Thank you so much. So overall, how do you think
It was
your
good.
end went?
What's that? My end?
Yes.
My end is just, my job is to go pitch them out, knock some sense into them, make sure they listen. If they don't listen, it's my job to make them listen.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, hopefully, they will get something from it.
Yeah.
That's what matters. Actually, tried to apply for this. For 3 years, I applied for solder, never got in. Right? But then at the end of the day, I'm invited back to speak to them. Right? So it's definitely, it's just because you don't have the background and knowledge, whatever the case may be, it doesn't prevent you from succeeding. It doesn't prevent you from seeking out and learning from elsewhere to succeed. But it's definitely a very interesting feeling coming back to give back to these guys.
Good. We're partnering up and doing collaboration with a pretty important partner, and we want to make sure that
Still can't say it yet.
still can't
Not
say
yet.
it yet. Not yet.